so weird, just being like completely removed from you guys during the songs, like when I'm playing.
Okay. Invisible.
I guess
This song.
you feel probably the same way, right?
Kind of. I might be focusing a little too hard on the game.
Oh, I'm definitely focusing on the game. I had to work real hard to get that score on that easy song.
That coloring and stylization reminds me of The World Ends With You.
Yeah, I can see that. Even though I've only played that game for like a couple minutes, the style is what drew me to it.
It's a very tricky game.
Yeah, it's great though. I fucking love that game. Someday I need to go back and actually finish 100%ing it.
On mobile,
100%ing it. What a slacker. You gotta give at least 110%.
Oh god. Oh man, I got a fast phone.
Oh, this area reminds me of, oh, the saying something?
I'm
Splatoon.
thinking, Splatoon?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of see it, but
Yeah, there's this one map in Splatoon that really reminds me of that section. But also, I was thinking, that
now it's looking like the,
Omega Quintet.
now it's looking like the Fire Emblem Persona.
Oh, I can
crossover
SMT.
from that,
yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
there's both.
We're playing Dancing All Night right there. Also, he has Dancing at Night waiting at home for him right now.
I do. I made a sacrifice to be here today. It was supposed to be in yesterday, and I was gonna play it all afternoon. Then I came here. But it's cool. It's fun. It's another beat game.
So speaking of Dancing All Night, I think we're probably going to wait on that one a little bit for the show. Only because otherwise we're just like a rhythm game channel. And also because Miku's coming out in October for that game.
Yeah, so we can give it a little bit of time. I still need to play Parasite Eve 2.
I mean,
I also
this is a good conversation, but
Yes.
I don't know how that connects.
Well, yeah, I'm just throwing out ideas for, it is October.
Oh, I guess.
So you're almost required to have a spooky style game.
I mean, we've tried.
Barney's Heights.
Now you've committed.
Is that a real game? Let's get it.
Probably.
Let's play Glover.
Clever. You know what? I actually got that game as a kid,
Yeah.
and I got a decent ways through it. It's not that bad. I don't get why it gets the rap it does.
It doesn't get a rap? I've never heard anybody say anything bad.
I've heard
It gets-
nothing but
It gets a rap, but
derisive comments
not bad.
about it for the most part. Just because it looks so goofy and dumb.
it is goofy and dumb. It's just not actually bad.
Yeah. It has decent gameplay, but it does take some learning.
You can be goofy and dumb without being bad.
That is very possible.
Like the Kung Fury video game is goofy and dumb.
Oh
But
man,
it's also very well put together.
I am not doing well with it.
Alrighty. If these things will agree with me.
That's the right side of the left side.
That is indeed correct. It does have letters on it telling me where to go.
Just keep in mind the cable's on the left.
Yes.
Did you remember to pick normal?
Yes, I did.
Good. You're better
I
than
made
me.
a point to do that. Oh, sweet.
Music
I
and
already
lyrics
like this.
by-
Daikatsu Gakuon
Toma.
Yeah. Oh geez.
Wow. This looks... I mean, it's a lot of stuff on screen. It seems like it's a pretty even beat, though.
Yeah.
But it's the most stuff on screen we've seen, kind of.
Most of the buttons at one time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Not really, but like they're not overlapped, so we can kind of really clearly see all of them at once.
It's kind of more of a barrage rather than like an odd rhythm or a lot of buttons all at once.
I like the way it's all connected, like loops and stuff. Looks like a lighting.
Yeah, it looks like a Christmas tree or something.
Or like lantern lighting in Japan. Strung up on.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except the visuals.
Except they'll do that and put it off screen.
Except the visuals look more Dio de la Muerte.
Oh yeah, that might actually. Yeah, that's probably what this is.
And yeah, the skeletons playing instruments.
Well, the thing is, they have a lot of like
the emphasis on a trumpet and etc.
They have a lot of string lighting and decorations for that too.
Yeah, no, I know they do. Actually, as you know, I learned about Day of the Dead when I was a little kid because of a movie. It took me, I only re-found out the name of the movie in the last year.
What's that movie?
The Halloween Tree.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. What?
It was, I believe it was based on a book. But it was this film, like, the setup, because it's basically just teaching about all these, like, where kind of Halloween came from, the different cultural celebrations around the world that Halloween derives from.
Yeah.
But it's frameworked in these kids like try to break into this like spooky mansion house in town that nobody's supposed to go to. One of the kids dies, and the like old man, this kind of mystic looking old man that's there, they get him to, well, he makes them a deal. He'll return their friend's soul so that he can be alive again, but they have to travel with him across the world learning about Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about Dia de los Muertos or whatever,
yeah.
At one point Disney tried to copyright that term.
Oh yeah, nope.
Yeah, exactly. Because they had like this line of artistic depictions of things from that day.
Yeah.
That they were trying to sell. Apparently they just call it Coco instead, but they tried to copyright the name of the day.
Nope.
I'm surprised that even Disney was not able to do that. That's cool. Because they can copyright almost anything. But Disney actually is the reason for most of our copyright laws.
I know. Have you seen that Day of the Dead movie that was out like last year or whatever?
No.
It was like oh man, I really want to see it. It looks really, really pretty.
It's too bad we can't let's play movies.
Man, these songs are actually starting to get kind of challenging.
Man, it's really sad when you start going down to A.
I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to get an S.
I am going to get a slice of pizza.
I am going to get very close to the mic as I grab
this is a 6.
Another drink.
Did you remember to put it on normal this time?
I'm laying off the tiny wines now. That was enough last time.
I bought tiny wine specifically for you.
I told you I was going to lay off the tiny wine, so that's on you.
Apparently this one is also going with, at the very least, a skeletal motif.
Yeah, at least dead stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. You're going to kick some ass.
That's cool. Ah! I got used to pressing only 2 buttons.
Was she miming?
Yeah, they're getting fancier with the double presses now.
Weird.
What is this, The Matrix?
When it was normal Miku in like the classroom, standing up and answering and sitting down, standing up and answering, sitting down, and then pans across this Miku. I just really was my brain was just like, wake up, sheeple! They're just brainwashing you.
That part right there was actually reminding me a lot of the pure levels from Mirror's Edge. DLC that they put out that was just, you're out there floating amidst a bunch of blocks, and you just have to go from A to B.
Yeah. They like challenge courses.
Yeah.
Ooh, the football.
And now I'm being reminded of the Cube.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely. I've only seen that movie once when I was a little kid with my dad.
My dad watched it a few times, well, at least, maybe not it a few times, but went through the series. And, yeah, I was still kind of relegated to where he's the type where he wouldn't let me watch it at the time, so...
Okay, so maybe I'm getting a B on this.
Or maybe I just wasn't interested. Oh, you're going through the hoop.
I like all of this Miku's posturing during this video so far. It's been pretty great.
That is kind of weird of a kid Miku. The bright blue eyebrows.
Yeah.
Or eyelashes, excuse me.
I think it's probably supposed to be eyeliner.
It's definitely something over the normal eyes, because you can see underneath.
Well, I mean, graphically, yes, but I think it's supposed to be, in terms of the character's design, it's supposed to be like eyeliner or something. Because I think, like, the outfit is supposed to represent a, like, rebellious teenager. And then we're seeing, the normal her doing all the things teenagers don't want to do. Going to school, repeating, like, the actions you could, without being able to see the...
Teenagers want to go to school?
No. I'm saying the normal-looking Miku is the one who's representing teenagers doing, like, the repetitive, everyday things they don't want to do.
Oh, okay.
And then this one is, like, potentially singing about, like, how that's, fighting against that or whatever. Without lyrics, I can only go on the visuals, and that's what I was getting out of it.
Okay.
B! Aw, I got
Not
an
getting
A. Put your pizza away.
Pizza.
Who do you think you are? Pizza man?
Pizza. Give me that. There you go.